this is Miss Grandmother to this amazing video. And happy Easter. I know I'm recording this like a week before Easter, but this video is coming out on Easter. So this video is unique Easter traditions around the world. Again, happy Easter. Let's see some of the unique Easter traditions.
Welcome to Top Epic. Today we will be counting down our picks for the top 10 unique Easter traditions around the world. Number 10. Easter eggs. On Easter Sunday, millions of chocolate eggs will be consumed across the globe.
Yeah.
Supermarket shelves are lined with Easter eggs in all shapes, sizes, and varieties. However, these commercial chocolate eggs have only been popular for a relatively short time. In many church traditions, eggs couldn't be eaten during the week before Easter. As far back as the Middle Ages, eggs were collected and decorated to be eaten after Lenten fasting on Easter Sunday. During the 19th century, elaborate egg-shaped fabric bags and parcels were made to give gifts of candy and chocolate. Egg-shaped toys were developed to contain gifts for children. It took some time before chocolatiers perfected the art of molding their confectionaries into the hollow eggs which are common today. Number 9. Easter Bunny. Around the world, Easter bunnies have begun appearing. Children will wake up on Easter Sunday to excitedly discover what chocolate treats the bunny has brought them. This mysterious rabbit is credited with bringing Easter eggs to children in many Western cultures, but the exact origins of the Easter bunny are unclear. Hares were often included in traditional fertility festivals that occurred across Europe to celebrate spring. They can also be seen in many medieval artworks and religious texts. Leopards are particularly prolific breeders, so they're a great symbol of fertility and rebirth. It's therefore not surprising that they were a central theme in many spring festivals. Hares delivering colored eggs were originally part of German folklore dating back to the 17th century, when a German essayist mentioned the concept of hares bringing Easter eggs. Number 8. Easter bonnets. During Easter week, schools and preschools around the world will be hosting the annual Easter hat parade. Children don their cleverly crafted hats adorned with Easter bunnies, eggs, streamers, and flowers. Fashionable women will line up for Easter hat parades wearing their latest millinery designs. The origins of Easter bonnets stem from the tradition of making a new hat to wear to church on Easter Sunday. Women would celebrate spring, decorating their hats with flowers, lace, and ribbons as a symbol of rebirth and renewal. However, the concept of the Easter bonnet wasn't cemented into people's minds until 1933, with songwriter Irving Berlin's lyrics to Easter Parade.
Right, 90 years ago.
Number 7. Easter bells in France. The Easter bunny doesn't visit France. Children in France receive their Easter goodies from the Easter bells. The tradition is based on staunch Catholic teachings, where no church bells are to ring between Holy Thursday and Easter Sunday. Children are told that the bells fly to Rome to be blessed by the Pope, and they return on Easter Sunday bringing eggs and other treats. Chocolate treats are enjoyed just like in many other countries in the world, as are traditional Easter egg hunts. However, it is the Easter bells, not the Easter bunny, which are responsible for littering the gardens with eggs.
France. Okay.
Number 6. Easter cuckoo in Switzerland. Swiss Easter traditions seem to be a little more plausible than a rabbit laying chocolate eggs. The Easter cuckoo is responsible for laying the eggs that children collect on Easter morning. A bird laying an egg just sounds a little more believable. In Swiss tradition, cuckoo eggs are not only a symbol of spring, but the cuckoo has long been thought to bring good luck. Regions closer to the French border maintain the French tradition of Easter bells dropping off the eggs on their way back from being blessed in Rome. In Switzerland, Easter is also the time to give gifts of bread, wine, and cheese to your neighbors.
Okay.
Number 5. Easter in Germany. While the origins of the Easter hare can be traced back to German folklore, in some parts of Germany, it is the Easter fox who brings the eggs. As referenced previously, the Osterhus, or Easter hare, was first mentioned in an essay in 1682 by Georg Frank von Frankenau. He told of the hare hiding eggs for children to find in the garden. German immigrants no doubt brought this tradition to the U.S. to become the Easter bunny we know today. Also, as mentioned above, intricately decorated eggs were traditionally colored before Easter, but have been replaced with modern chocolate eggs. In Germany, rather than spreading Easter eggs around the garden, trees are traditionally hung with decorative eggs in a manner reminiscent of Christmas trees, which, incidentally, also originated in Germany. Number 4. Scandinavian witches. In Scandinavian countries, Easter is the time when the dark days days of winter finally lift, and people can venture out into the sunshine once again. Their celebrations are more secular, less about religious significance, and more about gathering family and friends around. According to Swedish folklore, on Easter Thursday, witches fly off to a mountain to meet the devil. Children in Sweden, Finland, and parts of Norway traditionally dress up as witches in headscarves with painted faces, going door to door around the neighborhood, begging sweet treats from the neighbors. Like their German neighbors, bonfires to celebrate the end of winter are a huge part of Scandinavian Easter celebrations. Number 3. Czech switches. After decades of communist rule, most religious celebration was suppressed in the Czech Republic, and most of their traditions date back to their ancient culture. A more unusual Easter tradition is also based on a celebration of spring and fertility. Czech boys will make osier sticks out of willow branches, decorated with ribbons to whip young girls, with for good luck and fertility. The new pussy willow twigs are said to bring health and vitality to anyone touched by them. Meanwhile, the girls will be crafting intricately decorated painted eggs to give to boys on Easter Monday. Beeswax, straw, and even onion peel were traditionally used to color the eggs. Number 2. Easter in Hungary. Hungarian Easter traditions are based upon the common theme of rebirth and the celebration of spring. Hand-decorated eggs have given way to the commercial chocolate eggs, which the Easter bunny will leave for children on Easter Sunday. However, traditionally, Easter was also a time of symbolic cleansing and, of course, fertility, though it's hard to imagine how having a bucket of cold water thrown over you could be considered a romantic gesture. On Easter Monday, young men would visit young women to recite a poem to them. Then, somewhat killing the romance of the occasion, they would douse the young women with a bucket of water to ensure that they became good wives and mothers. The women would then feed the men chocolate treats and a glass of Hungarian palinka. Number 1. Australian Easter Bilby. The Easter Bilby is not a generally acknowledged Easter tradition in Australia, but rather a marketing strategy developed to help save endangered native wildlife. Rabbits are not native to Australia, and they've bred into plague proportions. They compete with native wildlife for food and habitat, causing huge environmental damage. The smaller bilby is a threatened native species, which is marketed each Easter as an alternative to the Easter bunny. Proceeds from sales of the Easter bilby go toward conservation projects to protect this vulnerable species. While not a true Easter tradition, it is certainly an initiative that many Australians like to support. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.
Okay, we learned a lot of traditions around the world, Easter traditions. Some very interesting ones too. Sorry, I'm just tired, guys. Saturday I did 12-hour shift, and then Sunday I did a 15-hour day. So yeah. Well, the weekend before you guys see this, and I had to be back at work in the morning. So, and it's almost midnight. Too late. Well, guys, that would be all for the video. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe and like. And I'll just have to see us on next time. Goodbye.